Good morning, guys. Okay, I am going to attempt to organize my pantry. I've been putting this off for a very long time, so we're going to see how this works. I've been looking for different things that I can use for organization, so I found some glass storage jars that I'm going to use. First, I'm going to throw in a load of laundry and get that started, and then I can tackle my pantry. It is a mess, so I'm going to forewarn you that there's a lot going on in there, and I'm not absolutely sure that this is going to work, but I'm going to try and see. So typically I just go into the kitchen first and open up my blinds, turn on my lights, get some natural sunlight to come in. This just makes me realize it's such a pretty day outside, and I really want to enjoy the sunshine as much as I can. So you're going to see me just doing that, getting together. My plant there, I've been having her for a very long time. For some strange reason, she has been dying lately, and I don't know why. I didn't change her location. I've been watering her. I don't know if it's just been the temperature change. I don't know what's been going on with her, but I'm going to have to see how I can nurse her back to health. But that might be another video. So these are the boxes of the containers that I ordered. You're going to see them shortly. Someone recommended them to me, and I honestly don't think I have enough. So each one of those boxes has like 5 containers in it. So if you look at the stuff that's in this pantry, you can see how I totally don't think I have enough. So I'm going to start taking everything out. And you know, when you start doing these projects, you always think that you're going to be finished a whole lot quicker than you are. But this took me a long time. I mean, hours it took me to take this stuff out. A previous video, I did my spice drawer organization where I got rid of like a lot of the huge spice jars I had and just made it look a lot more simple and clean and neat. And that helped a little bit, but I still have the big jars left over. And so the thought is, well, where am I going to put all those jars? What am I going to put the extra stuff, the overflow stuff? So I'm going to try to take all of this stuff out. It's a whole lot of stuff. You're going to see me at some point running out of space. I'm going to be missing some countertop space and things like that. But I'm going to do the best I can with this. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but I just haven't been able to find exactly what I was looking for to make it look the way I wanted it to look. So I'm hoping this is going to work out, because I'm going to tell you, those glass jars were not cheap. I actually got them from Amazon. I'll have to link it in the description box below so you can see which ones I'm using, just in case you're interested in getting it. But I'm taking everything out, and after I finish getting everything out, I'm going to start trying to see what's going to fit in the jars. Now, the frustrating thing about this is you try to start with the appropriate amount of containers that you need. You think you have a whole lot because, like I said, in each one of those boxes it's 5 glass containers. So that's 4 boxes I have. So you would think 20 containers would be enough, considering there's a lot of things that's in the pantry that I can't actually put in the glass jars. And you'll see what I mean. I'm mostly going to be using it to kind of put like a big bag of pasta and oatmeal, things that I get from like Sam's Club that's in bulk. And I want to just kind of not have bags and boxes in the pantry. That's the main goal, is to try to get rid of the bags and the boxes. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that. So those little black bins you see are going to be what I'm going to use to put my overflow, my stuff that can't fit in the containers and I have left over. So as the containers go down, then I'll use what's in the black bins to kind of fill it back up. So that's the goal. That's what I'm hoping to do. All right, so here's the pantry now, completely empty. There's nothing in there. I took everything out, and that was a task. It took a long time. And so now you can see everything that's all over my kitchen, all the cans, this containers I used before. There's a bunch of those. I have no idea what I'm going to do with those. I think someone wants them, so I may be giving those away, actually. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. So now I'm just gonna vacuum up the pantry really quickly. Crumbs and things like that just drop down, and so I'm just gonna vacuum it just to kind of start with, and then I'm gonna start seeing what can fit in these jars. So here's the fun part. Opening up these boxes. I opened one box already, so I knew how they looked. I was just hoping that the other boxes that I opened weren't broke, because some of the reviews that I read said that their drawers were like broken. And so I hope mine wasn't broken, but I didn't have that problem. None of them were broken. So right now I'm just going to clean off my can organizers and then my Lazy Like Susan things where I had some spices and condiments in there. I'm going to just wash those because it just got a lot of seasoning waste on it and stuff like that. So I'm going to clean that up before I put that back in the pantry. So I wanted to do that first. But I'm realizing now when I look at these that they are really handy, because if you think about it, I have a lot of canned goods and I only have these two little small racks that held all of the canned goods. So I think that it's a good idea to kind of like try to declutter the space. And they weren't expensive. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but they weren't expensive at all. So you'll see once I put it back in there how it looks. And y'all will have to tell me if you think it looks better than it did when it started. Because honestly, I don't know. And that's probably just because I try to be a perfectionist and I know that's impossible. But anyway, you'll see. So after I clean these off, I'm going to start the long process of taking out the glass jars just to see what can fit. And you'll see how quick I realized that I do need more glass jars, which I really thought that I bought more than what I needed, but apparently I didn't. You'll see what I mean. The good thing is, at least I was able to get some of the bags out, because it was a good bit of things that I threw away once I put them in the glass jars. So I was able to get rid of some of the boxes and some of the bags, and that was my main goal, to get rid of like the big bulky items in there. Unfortunately, the glass jars that I have, they're not big enough to actually fit everything, like the big purchases like from Sam's and stuff. It won't hold all of that, but it holds quite a bit. All right, so let's see what this is looking like when I start opening these boxes. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to be probably a 2 or 3 part video with this pantry, because it took a long time and I didn't want you guys to have to hang out so long. So I'm just going to open up the first box so you can see kind of what it looks like. And then after that, I'll probably go into the next video. But this is just me getting everything prepared, seeing what all comes in the box.